The year 2024 has brought a seismic shift to the Syrian landscape. Bashar al-Assad's regime, once seemingly unshakable, has crumbled. The Syrian president, facing a powerful rebel surge, has fled to Moscow. This dramatic turn of events leaves a gaping power vacuum, plunging Syria into a new phase of uncertainty. With Assad gone, the country is in the hands of a new rebel leadership, posing both challenges and opportunities for the key players in the Syrian conflict. The speed of Assad's downfall has shocked many observers. For years, he clung to power, bolstered by foreign support and a brutal crackdown on dissent. However, the resilience of the Syrian people, coupled with growing rebel strength, ultimately proved too much. Assad's departure marks the end of an era, but it also ushers in a period of profound instability, with the future of Syria hanging precariously in the balance. The implications of this regime change are vast, both for Syria and the wider region. The country is fractured, its infrastructure shattered by years of relentless conflict. The humanitarian crisis is dire, with millions displaced and in desperate need of aid. The rise of the rebel leadership, while offering a potential path away from Assad's authoritarian rule, also carries risks. Their ability to unite the fractured Syrian opposition and establish a stable and inclusive government remains to be seen. The international community is grappling with this new reality. For Russia, Assad's key backer, the collapse of his regime presents a significant challenge. Moscow had invested heavily in propping up Assad, viewing him as a bulwark against Western influence in the Middle East. With Assad out of the picture, Russia's strategic interests in Syria are in jeopardy. The Kremlin must now navigate a complex and volatile landscape, seeking to salvage its influence and protect its assets in a country now controlled by forces it once opposed. The sudden collapse of the Assad regime has thrust Russia's strategic interests in Syria into sharp focus. Two locations are of paramount importance to Moscow: the Tartus naval facility and the Khmeimim airbase. These installations represent not just military footholds, but crucial components of Russia's broader geopolitical strategy. Their continued operation is now a top priority for the Kremlin. Tartus, nestled on Syria's Mediterranean coast, provides Russia with its only naval facility in the Mediterranean Sea. This access to a warm water port is invaluable, allowing Russia to project power and influence far beyond its borders. It serves as a vital logistical hub for the Russian Navy, facilitating deployments to the region and beyond. Losing Tartus would be a significant blow to Russia's naval capabilities and undermine its strategic ambitions in the Mediterranean. Khmeimim Air Base, situated in Latakia province, is Russia's primary airbase in Syria. Since its establishment in 2015, it has played a pivotal role in Russia's military intervention in the Syrian conflict. It serves as a launchpad for airstrikes against anti-Assad forces and provides air cover for Russian ground operations. Beyond Syria, Khmeimim extends Russia's reach into the broader Middle East, enabling it to project power and influence across the region. The preservation of these bases is non-negotiable for the Kremlin. They represent a significant investment of Russian resources and are seen as integral to maintaining its regional clout. Their loss would be a major setback for Russia, both militarily and symbolically. Consequently, Moscow is pulling out all the stops to secure guarantees from the new Syrian leadership, aiming to safeguard these strategic assets in this new and uncertain chapter of the Syrian conflict. In recent years, Russia has taken a page from the Taliban's playbook. The Kremlin has adopted unconventional tactics, leveraging local militias and proxy forces to maintain influence without direct involvement. This approach, while less overt, has proven to be quite effective in achieving strategic goals. When the Syrian government began to crumble, Russia saw an opportunity. Despite their long-standing alliance, the Kremlin initially kept its distance, calculating the potential gains and losses. It wasn't until the situation became dire that Moscow decided to intervene, showcasing a pragmatic, almost cold approach to its alliances. Russian media played a crucial role in shaping the narrative around Syria. By controlling the flow of information, the Kremlin was able to garner domestic support and justify its actions on the international stage. The portrayal of the Syrian conflict in Russian media has been carefully curated to align with the government's objectives, ensuring a unified message at home and abroad. The international community has been closely monitoring the situation, with reactions varying significantly across different nations. Some countries have expressed strong condemnation, while others call for diplomatic solutions. Regional stability hangs in the balance as neighboring countries brace for potential spillover effects. The humanitarian crisis in Syria continues to be a pressing issue. Millions of people are in dire need of aid, with essential services disrupted and communities devastated. The future of Syria remains uncertain, as efforts to rebuild and provide support face numerous challenges. Amidst the turmoil, a new game plan begins to take shape. Stakeholders are reassessing their strategies, seeking pathways to peace and stability. The road ahead is complex, but there is a glimmer of hope as diplomatic efforts gain momentum. This has been a comprehensive look at the evolving situation. Thank you for joining us.